A difference in empowering young people all across our area. Cincinnati's youth advocates are gathering this week for the We Mentor Cincy Summit. And joining me here on the couch today, Faith Brightwell. She's with Mentoring Partners, as well as Patrice McDowell Brown from the Preston Brown Foundation. Guys, thank you so much for being here today.
And thank you for having us.
I appreciate it. If you will, first of all, kind of explain to me a little bit, talk to us for the people out there who don't know, what is We Mentor Cincy?
We Mentor Cincinnati. It's a collaborative group of organizations throughout greater Cincinnati and northern Kentucky that come together to, as we'd like to say, connect, collaborate, and catalyze regarding empowering youth across the country, across the city to do wonderful things.
How do people get involved, whether it's teenagers who maybe, you're a parent out there saying, boy, I know, my kid could use a mentor, or if you feel like you could mentor, how do people get involved?
Well, they can go on the website. We Mentor Cincy has a website that they can go on and join. It actually has a link where you can actually join We Mentor Cincy. You can actually connect with one of us. There are all types of mentors out there. There are other organizations out there that are a part of the organization, but I would say the best way is to go on the We Mentor Cincy website and just click on the link and fill out the form saying you want to be a part of We Mentor Cincy.
Talk to me a little bit about how, sorry to interrupt, your organization is a part of We Mentor Cincy.
It's a collaboration of, I would say, organizations who have been partnering with Cincinnati Youth Collaborative. We Mentor Cincinnati is actually a young man named Tony Alois. He had founded what used to be the Cincinnati Mentoring Collaborative, which then became We Mentor Cincinnati. And the amazing work that Cincinnati Youth Collaborative does, Tony and Amy, the CEO from Cincinnati Youth Collaborative, in conversations decided that there needed to be a larger body, a larger organization could take it on because there's such a need. It's such a need. Their goal is for every child, every student who wants a mentor to receive a mentor. So Cincinnati Youth Collaborative took it on and took the lead, and now they are moving forward to invite other organizations, as Faith said, to become collaborative members.
Faith, have you seen the difference that it's made for kids firsthand at all?
Oh, absolutely. Well, also, one thing that they also do is actually have events for mentors and their mentees. So last year we went to the Reds game. Coming up in March, there is a cyber bullying workshop that mentors and their mentees can go to and have lunch. So throughout the year, there are all different types of events that are free for your mentors and your mentees. And as she said, We Mentor Cincy is a part of the Cincinnati Youth Collaborative. It sits under their umbrella. So,
Patrice, talk to me a little bit about why the collaboration is so important and what you've seen. I mean, I was talking to Ashley in the break about a son who I have who is about to graduate, and I think if I wasn't really involved, I'm not sure he'd be ready to graduate, or he would have gotten to this point. What do you see in this collaboration?
We see a lot of learning, a lot of growth, because the youth today are tackling so many challenges that are unseen and unheard and unprecedented, that as we all individually have made a difference with 5 youth here, 10 youth here, 20 youth here, there are studies where the youth were saying that they are experiencing isolation and they want to have more trusted adult relationships and start to have places to gather and feel that sense of belonging, because they're also struggling, of course, with the youth mental health crisis. So coming together, you can do more together, right? We can go further together, and we can learn from each other, because so much now is the emphasis is with the Ohio Adult Allies, so much youth-led, because we've been telling youth for the longest what they should be doing, and they're making it clear that they they have a voice and they want to be heard, they want to be seen.
Well, I love what you all do. I say it every time we've talked about this because we see too often, obviously in the news world, when kids don't get that guidance and that help and have somebody to look up to. So this coming Friday, by the way, there is the summit that's coming up. You can scan the QR code you see here in the bottom right hand of your screen for more information. It is this coming Friday, February 27th at the Community Action Agency from 8:30 in the morning till 1 in the afternoon. I know that's a lot of information we're throwing at you, but for more information on this Friday summit, go to wementorcincy.org and we'll have all of that for you on our website. Thank you guys so much for being here and for what you continue to do to reach out to kids in our area.